Hello and welcome to a new episode and new traditional dishes from the Bahraini cuisine. Today we will be cooking one of the very well-known and tasty dishes, which is Matfi Safi. To prepare, we've got few ingredients and which is very simple, but it's very slow cooking as well. The ingredients we have: Safi, onion, tomatoes, and both diced, and we have lemon juice, and I have tamarind syrup. Back in the days, they have the tamarind itself, they soak in hot water, take it melted, and then they do that one. And then I have water. I'm not gonna use all of it. You have salt and my spices there, and some vegetables here. And yes, let's get this started. Let's marinate the Safi first. The usual marination of Safi is normal: salt, turmeric, and fish powder. There you go. That's our Safi is there. A little bit of lemon juice. Just 2 teaspoons. Then we've got turmeric powder. Then we always be generous with our with the spices. Give you the texture. Right. I'm not gonna put a lot of spices in this because we're going to have it in the gravy of Matfi, which is gonna be a nice thick gravy. A little bit of salt. Marinate it well. Let's put this here up so we can just put it there. I'll leave it there for a minute, 2 minutes. It's fine, no problem. Right. Right, now we're heating up the oil. Almost done. We get things all together, just once and for all. It's very simple and quick, right? I'm going to place first the fish. And remember, the fish, we do it 3/4 cook because it's gonna go in the gravy later. So we won't have it too soft. Just get it there to get a bit crispy from the outside, so we can place it there. Now we're going to put the onion. Then need to just saute this. In additional, I'm going to add cardamom seeds in there to give it a little bit nice flavor. And this dish is different than ordinary saluna or stew dish. In terms of number of ingredients, it contains very few vegetables, including onions and black dried lumi or limes. Green pepper can also be added after being cut, where I have also actually these mild jalapenos, better, or you can use also a capsicum, that's not a problem, to give it a special taste to this dish. Their color can range from tan to black as they were left to the dry in the sun. Using whole lime is better than using powder in order to keep much of the taste, right? Well, I'm going to add the lime, we call it lumi actually. I'm going to add it later because I wanted to hit the flavor later on, not now, don't want to lose it. Mind you, with this black lemon, the dried one, going to hold them, gonna give them whole. Why? To observe the liquid and the oil and the water is going to be there, so it can also spread out the flavor out of it. The whole dish is actually, the main flavor is on the onions actually, and of course I'm going to add this tamarind, and that one, it gives you soury taste, which is because you're having seafood. It will kill the seafoodness taste. We'll leave this for 5 minutes and we'll get back to you shortly. Now welcome back. Now it's been 5 minutes. As you see, the onions got almost there, ready. I'm going to add the black lemon in there and let it for another few seconds or a few minutes. I'm going to flip the second side of the fish. Then now I'm going to add tomatoes. Now we can get a nice flavor of this onion because it's got really golden to black. Then now got all the taste out of it. Now put the tomatoes there. Tomato paste is one of the optional, I think, on this dish. I personally, I'm not gonna add it because I add enough tomatoes there. I'll let it there until it gets really melted. And before that, I'm going to add the spices in a bit. I will start with putting some salt in there. I'm going to add turmeric powder. Then followed by Bahraini Bazaar. And of course black pepper. Now you stir it a little bit. Nice. This dish is just amazing. The the tamarind syrup, and wash it a little bit. Not a lot of water, just a little bit, just to clean up this tamarind out of this pitcher. Keep stirring it. Very calm. Now I'm going to add this whole onions. little ones. Now reduce the heat. Let it slow cook now. Now, while it does that, let me cut some herbs and throw it in there. Got dill and coriander. You don't have to fine chop them, just chop them in a good way that it gives you nice smell, nice flavor. Now I'm gonna mix it over there. I could smell it. It smells good. So yes, and I'm going to add also the mild jalapenos in there, because we're almost done with this dish. Now, remember, always when you do things like that, it has to be slow cook, right? Now, because I didn't want to kill the taste of the lemon, so I left it up. I will add it up later to it. Okay, now I'm going to check on the fish. I think it's done, and then we should just place it there with, first I will add the lemon because it's almost there, done, and then mix it a little bit, and I'm gonna place the fish there. Now remember, it's not fully cooked, so, and you have to be very gentle with it because you don't want to break it into that little gravy. Now, gently, we need to grave it in. Let it go in so it absorbs or soak in all the gravy from there. And you have to be very careful with it. Now, keep 5 minutes to get back, and then we close this. Welcome back, and now we're back after 10 minutes. The more actually keep it on a very low heat, the more you get better flavor. Now, because we have short time on our episode, let me tell you, let's plate this, and when you plate it, you have to be careful. You get things on the sides. First, you start putting the gravy on the bottom. Right, it's not too oily. Depends in the beginning how much oil did you put in there. Right, and it shouldn't be too gravy, shouldn't be too dry, should be in the middle, in between. You add the fish, you can do them as layers, and it's an amazing Bahraini fish dish, or seafood dish. Here comes the fish. And the fish. And that was today's dish. I hope you really enjoyed it and you like it. Welcome back, and we are done with our main dish for today, and now we're moving to our second dish, which is very simple and very nice. It's date balls. It has only cardamom, rose water, and sesame seeds, and it's gonna cover it outside. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil, Okay, and followed by I'm going to put the seedless. I have taken the seeds off the dates here. Right, this is not gonna, you're not gonna cook it all the way. It's just going to make it hot. And then you've got cardamom powder, just to give it a good taste. Just drizzle on it. It has like, it depends on how much dates you have. You just drizzle all over it, so you can get only the taste. You don't want to have full flavor of cardamom. Also, the rose water. All you need is just a little bit to give it a flavor. And then that's it. We're done. We switch it off. That's it. Then mix it all together, and now it's been switched off. You don't want to overcook it because you may lose the flavor of it. That's it. And it's also it's an option also if you want to stuff nuts inside it, walnuts, peanuts, or whatever makes you happy. It makes it taste better. Here I have an oil here. I'm gonna spray it a little bit on my hand because you need oily hand. So here's the other one too, because we're going to roll it with 2 hands. Right? You take it, roll it. Then get there, and we go to the other one. Doesn't matter how big you want it. It's a free size, as they say. It's small, big, small, big. Right. It's just an amazing dessert. You can have it with the Bahraini gawa, Arabic coffee. And now it's totally different taste than the regular date. It's really nice, especially sesame seeds. Well known of refreshing your brain. It's a cure for your bone problems, for brain problems. Makes it work actually. Not back to normal, totally 100%, but it will eventually help. Right, this is for our today's second dish. I hope you like it. Very simple, very quick. Can make it at any time you want. Day, night, afternoon, evenings, anytime. It can be eaten anytime you want. All right, thank you very much for watching. That was it for today's episode. I hope to see you again tomorrow with another delicious dish, and goodbye.